friend from Liberia, West Africa, the week before class starts in the Proclaiming the Goodness of God Across Cultures, and there's no better place to start this class than from another culture and another continent in Liberia, West Africa. I'm here with my good friend, Dr. Stephen Todd, who also is teaching a class this trimester on worship, contemporary trends in worship. Dr. Stephen, would you like to greet the folks?
Yeah, hey folks, this is my first online class as a professor with Shiloh, and I am so excited to get to know you guys. And some of you are in both classes, so you'll be dealing with Dr. Mark and myself. And we were here together, so we just wanted to give you a glimpse of what we've been doing this week. And we look so forward to digging in with you guys over the next weeks.
And here we are right outside of a leadership training session that we're doing for pastors. So speaking of worship, we're going to do that.
Yep.
Speaking of cross-cultural communication, we're going to do that as well. So thank you and God bless you from West Africa.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Stephen Todd. I just first have to tell you how excited I am. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys. I realize it won't be physical, face-to-face, but through technology, through our discussion threads, I really feel like I'm going to get to know some wonderful people and make some new friends. So, real quickly, let me just give you a thumbnail about me and then a little bit about the class. So I live here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. This is what I jokingly call my man cave. It's actually my office, my study, that is downstairs. And I'm going to give you a real quick 360-degree view of it so you can just kind of see where I hang out during the day. And what you'll probably notice is that I have a lot of books. Maybe it's even a problem and I should find a recovery group or, some kind of 12-step group, but I do have a lot of books. Most of them are theology and ministry related, of course, but I wasn't always a theologian type guy. Just real quick thumbnail, I grew up in a Christian home, but I really came to know the Lord in a very personal way in my early high school years, and that was during the Jesus movement of Southern California. I grew up in Los Angeles, even though I've lived in Colorado now most of my adult life. And I became part of a large Jesus movement church. That's where I first kind of cut my teeth in ministry. I was an associate pastor. In 1982, my wife and our one son at that time, she was pregnant with our daughter, our second child, we moved from Los Angeles to Denver, where I became associate pastor of a large church there. It was a vineyard congregation, just as the vineyard churches were starting. And then they sent me a few years later down to Colorado Springs, where we planted another vineyard congregation, and I was the senior pastor there for about 16 years. In the end of 1999, I transitioned out of my pastorate into my current mission role. I work with an organization and we train pastors and leaders all throughout Africa. My recent trip was my 45th trip to Africa, if you can believe that. But sandwiched in between these last 19 years, from January 2014 until May 2017, about 3.5 years, I had the wonderful privilege of serving as the director of the King's University's Extension Campus here in Colorado Springs. Unfortunately, the university made the appropriate decision to close their extension campuses, but at that time they asked if I would continue to teach in an online capacity. So I was delighted to, but I had never taught an online class. I had never taken an online class, so the learning curve was a bit tight for me. That was about 1.5 years ago. But got a number of classes under my belt, and we're enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. I look forward to meeting you all. God bless you guys, and I look forward to a wonderful class these upcoming weeks.